Viewers and subscribers, please make sure to subscribe to Saga News TV and give a like and share, because if you don't, you will miss out a lot of news.
A long-standing dispute between two brothers turned deadly Friday morning after one reportedly used a blunt object to inflict wounds on the other in Black River, St. Elizabeth. The deceased has been identified as Wayne Boyside of Station Alley. His brother is in custody. The brothers, who were neighbors, were in an argument about 8:45 a.m. when the accused used an object to hit Mr. Boyside in the head. He was taken to hospital by police but later died. A security guard was fatally shot during a target attack at Millennium Mall near Maypen in Clarendon on Wednesday evening. He has been identified as 55 years old Anthony Jones, otherwise called Cyprus, of Canaanites in the parish. He was employed to Border Patrol Security Company. The police say Mr. Jones was approached by a man in the vicinity of Select Grocery who opened fire, hitting him in the head and upper body. The gunman escaped in a waiting silver motor car, which headed in the direction of Hayes. Mr. Jones was pronounced dead at hospital. The news was informed that he has been the victim of at least 3 attacks in the last few years, and on each occasion he sustained bullet wounds. The Independent Commission of Investigation is probing the fatal shooting by the police of a man who reportedly attacked another with a knife on the grounds of the Spanish Town Hospital in St. Catherine on Friday. Dead is 24 years old Jamar Booth, unemployed of Old Road, Thompson Pen, Spanish Town. It is reported that around 9:25 a.m., the police had escorted a prisoner to the Spanish Town Hospital for a medical appointment, and while waiting, the man in their custody was attacked by Booth, who had a knife. Booth was reportedly instructed by the police to drop the knife, but disobeyed and continued his attack on the man. The police reportedly fired at him and he was injured. A 33-year-old man was also allegedly suffered injuries to one of his hands during the incident. The knife was retrieved by the police and Booth was assisted to the hospital accident and emergency department, where he died while undergoing treatment. A casual gathering under a tree in Portmore turned into a crime scene on Thursday when gunmen sprayed a group of people, killing a teen and left 4 others nursing injuries. The deceased has been identified as 19-year-old Rashad Smith of 4th Avenue, Portsmouth. According to police reports, around 9:15 p.m., Smith and 4 other men, aged 21 and 34, were standing along Arundel Road when they were ambushed by armed men. The attackers opened fire before fleeing the area. All 5 victims were rushed to hospital, where Smith was pronounced dead. The others remain admitted with gunshot wounds. Investigators say no motive has yet been established. The Portmore Criminal Investigation Branch has launched a probe into the deadly attack. With the aid of CCTV footage, the Alpha police have arrested and charged a man believed to be behind the murder of 35-year-old Roland Indian Sawyers, who was gunned down inside a restaurant earlier this year. The accused, 24-year-old Cavan Duncan of Dennis Avenue, Portmore, St. Catherine, has been charged with conspiracy to murder, wounding with intent, possession of a prohibited weapon, and using a prohibited weapon to commit a felony. Reports from the Alpha police are that at around 3:47 p.m. on January 25, Sawyers, a factory worker of Iron River, Mount James, was standing inside a restaurant along Alpha Road when he was attacked by Duncan and another man. Both men, who were reportedly armed, opened fire, hitting Sawyers multiple times. In the upper body, he was rushed to hospital where he died while undergoing treatment. Investigators later obtained a CCTV footage of the incident, which led to Duncan's arrest on September 5, following a question and answer session on Thursday, September 18. He was formally charged. Preparations for his court appearance are now underway. The sound of gunfire shattered a Kingston 20 community on Monday night, leaving a toddler and a young businessman dead in what police describe as a drive-by attack. 2-year-old Tajan Jackson of Ananneville, St. Andrew, and 25-year-old Kemali Beans Powell of Green Main Road, Kingston 20, were killed when gunmen opened fire at a group of people sitting along Green Main Road about 7:30 p.m. Reports from the Police Cooperative Communication Unit are that Powell was the target of the attack. When the shooting ended, Powell, the child, and another man were found suffering from gunshot wounds. They were rushed to hospital, where Powell and Little Jackson were pronounced dead. The third victim was treated for his injuries. A fugitive murder accused who thought he had escaped justice was instead escorted back home in handcuffs on Thursday when he arrived at the Norman Manley International Airport aboard a U.S. deportation flight. 24 years old Roger Reed of Old Harbour Road, St. Catherine, was among 61 deportees sent from Alexandria, Louisiana. But unlike the others, Reed was the only one immediately taken into police custody. After stepping off the plane around 11:55 a.m., Reed had fled Jamaica while on bail for murder and has now seen it with additional charge of absconding bail and breaching his bail condition. Police say he was handed over to the local law enforcement upon arrival and remained in custody as investigation continues. A police trainee of the National Police College of Jamaica is now facing serious charge after he allegedly turned a dorm room dispute into a violent attack, using a metal object to wound his colleague. The accused, Sylvester Williams, of Marlin Avenue East Prospect in St. Thomas, has been charged with wounding with intent. Reports are that about 12:30 a.m. on September 12, Williams and his roommate got into an altercation at their dormitory that escalated into a physical fight. Williams allegedly pushed the complainant several times before arming himself with a piece of metal, which he used to inflict multiple blows all over his roommate's body, leaving him bleeding. The injured trainee was rushed to the Spanish Town Hospital for treatment, then released into the care of the trainee colleague medical center where he continued to recover. Following a report and subsequently investigation, Williams was arrested and later charged. After a question and answer session in the presence of his attorney, his court date is being finalized. April 13 has been set for the trial of a Clarendon-based Ranco gang to commence. The gang was allegedly led by a police constable, Tafar Silvera. The trial date was confirmed on Friday in the Home Circuit Court. The start of the trial was initially set for the 16th of this month, was vacated in July due to the persistent absence of some of the defense lawyer. Mr. Silvera is among 4 constables charged, alongside 4 civilians in the matter. He and another constable, Tanil Francis, as well as 2 civilians, David Henry and Tevin Enriquez, remain in custody after being remanded. Bail was extended for the female accused, Jacette Brown. Bail was also extended for Constable Danila Barnes, Constable Roger Morrison, and the 4th civilian, Ovilga Mackenzie. Mr. Silvera was first arrested in June 2021 after allegations surfaced that he had hired 2 hitmen to murder a police informant from Clarendon. He faced conspiracy to murder charge alongside 2 civilians, Christopher Robinson and Mark Bennett, in a separate case. The other defendants were arrested last March amid accusation of their involvement in the 27-member gang.